Very good morning, students. Welcome to my YouTube channel In-Depth Education. In the last class, we have completed chapter 4, that is the India on the eve of British conquest. In this chapter, we studied about the Britishers and the situation of India when they had come to India. Students, if you want to learn in a way that you don't need to repeat it several times and repeat my video several times for your studies, you need to first go from the first chapter till the last chapter. If you want to think that I'll become a genius by starting from chapter 5 or chapter 3, that is not possible. अगर आप लोगों को अच्छा शिक्षा लेना है, अच्छा पढ़ाई पढ़ना है, एग्जाम रेडी बनना है, तो शुरू से लास्ट तक सब प्लेलिस्ट में आपको जितना वीडियो है सबको देखना पड़ेगा। मिडिल में से कुछ पढ़िएगा तो वो आपके फायदा के लिए भी नहीं होगा और आपको पढ़ाई समझ में भी नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि ऑल दी चैप्टर्स आर इंटरलिंक बिटवीन ईच अदर. So without wasting any time, today we will go to start chapter 5, that is the expansion and consolidation of British power in India. So, students, who all of you are new, please subscribe and share my channel. Hope you like this channel and my videos and the way I learn. If you do have any doubts, please pin me in the comment section. I will help you out with it. So let's get started. Expansion and consolidation of British power in India. History of Britain started with the conquest of Ireland, charged with civilizing so-called backward races of the world. So क्या बोला गया है कि ब्रिटिश जब when they invaded India, the history of Britain started with the capture of Ireland. So the history of British started when they conquered and ruled over Ireland. The Britishers took the charge of civilizing or making the population educated and civilizing the backward races of the world. The nature of imperial ideology. What is imperial ideology? Practice of gaining political interest and economic control of British changed over time. जैसे जैसे समय बदलता गया ब्रिटिशर्स लोगों के भी आइडियोलॉजी चेंज होने लगे, बट देयर मेन इंटेंशन डिड नॉट चेंज. मेन इंटेंशन इन द सेंस देयर फंडामेंटल्स, लाइक दे वांट टू रूल ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. they wanted to be excellent traders, and gradually they shifted to political gain as well. But with time, fundamental remains same, as I said just now. The entire imperial history can be periodized in two phases: First Empire and Second Empire. This is only just the extension of the First Empire and Second Empire. British conquest, accidental or intentional. So Britishers, when they came to India, there is a very debatable question that it was accidental or it was intentional. Many authors and historians have debated about it, but actual answer is not yet confirmed. But we can have a brief idea on it. This is debatable, but the profitable trade in India attracted the English. Of course, there was rich trade in India, which attracted not only English but also many Europeans. In chapter 3, we had studied about it. Go check the video if you have not yet seen that video. The political clout in India was due to quick profit, personal ambitions, and effect of political development in Europe. Lord Hastings, who was the Governor General of India, father carried the policy of Wellesley. Wellesley and Lord Hastings both were the Governor General of India and who were working for the English in India, and treated India as conquered territory rather than acquired territory. Very important, conquered and acquired. They treated India as conquered, like they wanted to rule over it. When did British period begin in India? This is also a debatable topic. There were mainly three instances we can say that when British came to India. The Anglo-French struggle for supremacy in India began in the Austrian War of Succession. In chapter 4, we had studied about Austrian War of Succession. It is the succession of it was the War of Succession that happened in Australia, and because of that, the English and the Anglo started fighting in India. The second probable reason was British defeated the Nawab of Bengal at Battle of Plassey. Third Battle of Panipat, when Marathas were defeated by Ahmad Shah Abdali. All these were studied in chapter 3 and chapter 4. So there were three probable reasons, not yet confirmed. Historians still debate on it. So these were probably the three reasons, three periods, probable three periods when British began to trade in India. Causes for British success in India. There are numerous causes. Some of the important ones are listed here. Number one, superior arms, military and strategy. Use of muskets and cannons. Cannons matlab top, and muskets means the long guns. Better military discipline and regular salary. Civil discipline and fair selection system. Brilliant leadership and support of second line leaders. Strong financial backup. All these things are just a revision and a glimpse of chapter 3 and 4. Please go and check the video. You will have a better understanding of this chapter. British conquest of Bengal. Bengal on the eve of British conquest. The condition of Bengal was as follows when British started like trading and ruling over Bengal. Bengal was the richest province in Mughal Empire, very very rich during the Mughal Empire. British and Bengal continued to establish factories in Balasore, Hooghly, Kashim Bazar, Patna and Decca. English settlements in India paid rupees 3,000 per annum to the Mughal emperor. In contrast, the company exported from Bengal more than $50,000 per annum. So traders were gaining a lot. They were exporting goods of $50,000, and they paid only 3,000 per annum. In 700, Murshid Quli Khan became the Diwan of Bengal and ruled till death. He was succeeded by Shujauddin, his son-in-law, and after that Sarfaraz, the incapable son of Murshid, became the ruler and was later killed by Alivardi Khan. Bengal was free from internal dispute. The geographical condition of Bengal was such that it was not invadable from the foreigners. It was free from all the external aggressions. The English and Bengal had friction between them because of trade interest. So Bengal also wanted to be independent, so did English. So there was a there was conflict between them because of only trade interest. Gradually, the power of Nawab of Bengal got transferred to English. Eventually, the power of Nawab got declined and it got transferred to the English company. Alivardi Khan and English. Who was Alivardi Khan? He was the deputy governor of Bihar who killed the Nawab of Bengal, Sarfaraz Khan. He killed the Nawab of Bengal, Sarfaraz Khan, and got his position as new Subadar. He got his position as the new Subadar of Bengal. Later, Alivardi Khan was drawn to Carnatic region, the south region, actually where Europeans had their Europeans were more powerful in South India. Realizing this, he expelled the Europeans from Bengal. Very true. When Alivardi Khan recognized and realized that the Europeans were ruling South India very greatly, he was jealous of it and he thought to expel them from, to throw them out of South India, and he wanted to rule over the Carnatic area. He was succeeded by Shujauddin, son of Alivardi's youngest daughter. What were the challenges before Shirajuddaulah? He had rivals. He had rivalry with Shaukat Jung, who was Nawab of Purnia. He was his cousin. And Ghasiti Begum, Mir Jafar, husband of Alivardi Khan's sister, and the Hindu population. These were the four rivals or the opponents of Shirajuddaulah. His position was in threat. Obviously, his position was in threat due to English's growth. His insecurities led him to do these acts, such as he killed and defeated Shaukat Jung, devastated Ghasiti Begum, dismissed Mir Jafar, and appointed Mir Madan in his place. Mir Jafar was replaced by Mir Madan. Mohanlal was appointed the overall administrator. During the time of Shirajuddaulah, Mohanlal was appointed the overall administrator. Okay. Battle of Policy, Bengal. The officials of company misused their power. Like, how did battle of policy actually started? The officials of company, or rather the English Europeans, they misused their power. They were going beyond their limits. The English fortified Calcutta without Nawab's permission. They fortified Calcutta, but they did not take any permission from the Nawab. They gave asylum to Krishna Das. Who was Krishna Das? He was a political fugitive who like looted a lot of wealth without the permission of Nawab and seized English fort in Calcutta. Who fled with a lot of wealth of Nawab. Thus Siraj attacked and seized English forts in Calcutta. And in retaliation, Siraj attacked and seized English forts in Calcutta. Now this is how Battle of Plassey began. Battle. Robert Clive from Madras strengthened the English in Bengal. Robert Clive was a very great personality, a very good ruler, from who strengthened the power of English in Bengal. Clive formed alliance with the traitor of Nawab. He was very cunning and very like clever. Uh, the traitors means the rivals of the Nawab. He formed an alliance with them. Alliance means a friendly relation with them and made deal in such a way that he could expel Nawab from his position. Mir Zafar was the first traitor, Rai Dullab, Jagat Seth, Omnichand. These were the four traitors of the Nawab. Under the deal, Mir was to be made the Nawab. Okay. Secret alliance means the alliance with these four opponents helped the English win over the Bengal and victory of Battle of Plassey. Siraj was captured and murdered by the order of Miran, who was Miran, son of Mir Zafar. As a result, Mir Zafar became the Nawab of Bengal. As per the deal, Mir became the Nawab of Bengal after expelling the Nawab by forming a friendly relation with the traitors of Nawab. What was the significance of battle? Battle established military supremacy in Bengal. The military and navy became very strong in Bengal, and the supreme power was passed on to Robert Clive. Why Robert Clive? Because Robert Clive was the one who strengthened the English power in Bengal. He was responsible for the strengthening of the English power in Bengal. Mir Qasim and Treaty of 1760. Mir Zafar was irritated by English interference. Like me, now in the last PDF we saw, Mir Zafar was given the charge as the Nawab of Bengal. Now what happened? The English started interfering in the politics and trade of Bengal, and this was not acceptable to him. He entered into conspiracy with the Dutch. He tried to make an alliance with the Dutch so that he could compete with the English, but Dutch, being very, very weak, were defeated by the English leaders. The treachery of Mir Zafar and non-payment of dues to company annoyed the English. He also retaliated, like Mir Zafar did not pay his dues to the English. So English were irritated by this thing. Meanwhile, Miran, who was Miran's son of Mir Zafar, died and fight of Nawabship between Mir Qasim, son-in-law of Mir Zafar, and Miran's son started. After Miran's death, the Nawabship means the leadership or the one who is going to sit in the throne. This fight started. This fight was between Mir Qasim, who was the son of Mir Zafar, and Miran's son. Vansitrath, governor of Calcutta, Bengal, agreed to support Mir Qasim and treaty was signed. So, an Englishman supported Mir Qasim, and according to the treaty, some rules and regulations and some agreements were signed. Treaty was done on 1760. Qasim agreed to cede to company the district of Bardhaman, Midnapur, and Chittagong. So Qasim agreed that he will give the company, like the English, the district of these three areas. Company would give half of its share in chunam. Chunam is a lime used with leaf in making pan. Trade in silhet, like the trade and the income that will come from this trade, half of the income will be given to the company. Number 3, Qasim promised to pay up outstanding dues. He promised that whatever is due, he will pay it to the company. Qasim paid rupees 5 lakh to finance the company's war in South India. He financed the war in South India as well. Qasim's enemies, 5 is like agreement between the English and Qasim that whoever are the enemies and friends of Qasim will also be friends and enemies of the English people. Like जो तुम्हारा है वो मेरा है, जो मेरा है वो तुम्हारा है, the same thing. तुम्हारा दोस्त, तुम्हारा दुश्मन मेरा दुश्मन, the same way. Point number 6, it was agreed that tenants of Nawab's territory would not be allowed to settle in the lands of company. In simple words, we can say that the one who were settling down in Nawab's area cannot go to the areas of the English, and vice versa. The one settled in the English area cannot go to the Nawab's area. And under this pressure, Mir Zafar, who was previously appointed as the Nawab, resigned from his position, and monthly salary of rupees 15,000 was settled to him, and he happily resigned, and he did not have any problem in it. Mir Qasim took very important steps during his rule. He was the ablest ruler of his own generation. Shifted the capital to Munger, which is in present-day Bihar, from Murshidabad. And second, he recognized the bureaucracy with the man of his choices and remodeled the army to enhance skill and efficiency. Having a strong army in that time was a very big necessity. So he chose his army, and that become a very important part of his fight and all. He was a ableist ruler in the way he used to understand the situation. He used to deal and tackle the situation very strictly and very cunningly. Like he was very much matured enough to take decisions. All for today. We will go to the next part of this chapter in the next video. Hope you like it, and please pin me if you do have any doubts in the comment section. I'll clarify it. And hope you like this channel. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.